welcome, welcome. Whoever invited you here, make sure you say thank you to them. They care about you. They think this is something that will really help you in your life. I'm Miriam, if you don't know me. Most of my clients actually call me the holistic therapist, which is kind of funny because my background's in healthcare. I worked in orthopedics, pediatrics, all kinds of fun stuff. But over the years, I just saw so many patients and clients that needed more support with things like the stress relief, helping balance out the blood sugar, blood pressure, the inflammation in the body, the tension that was being held in the body, the sleep support, things like that. So that led me on a journey to become certified as a nutritionist in several different areas of specialized nutrition for cardiovascular, brain health, ADD, autoimmune, hormone balance, lots of different fun things. Even I studied nutrition for cancer patients as well. And along that journey, I came across something called biofrequency. And at first I was like, what is this? What are we talking about here? Is this some, new age thing? No, this is a specialized area of science in physics. And this is what's happening on a molecular level. We can now understand a lot more. Of course, everything has molecules, everything that exists. And within those molecules, we have electrons that are moving, and we can measure the speed at which they are rotating. That's a frequency. The speed at which something is rotating is, or doing something, is called a frequency. We have many different biofrequencies in our body. The brain waves, that's a type of biofrequency. When we measure a heart rate, that's a type of biofrequency. There's lots of different things. We can measure the electrical signals of our nerves and things. Those are all biofrequencies. So as I began to study this, I was just wow, because there are ways of specifically supporting the electrons in our cells of our body, which means we can support our mitochondria in our body. What is that? Mitochondria is our little engine powerhouses. They're running everything. They help us have healthy expression of our DNA and not dysfunction or disease, issues and things like that. When the mitochondria are healthy, then so many things improve. Every system in our body has a specific level that our electron biofrequencies should be at. It's different for each system. When those levels are where they should be, those frequencies or biofrequencies are what they should be, our mitochondria are healthy in that system. Our body can balance hormones better, manage inflammation better, have healthier immune system, have healthy kidney and liver systems, all these kinds, better brain function, mood, and neurotransmitter, happy neurotransmitters. That's what we need. When those levels start dropping down is when we start having issues. Inflammation, all kinds of problems can start popping up. What is causing that? On a daily basis, we're bombarded by things that are bringing those levels down. The stress, the lack of sleep, the junk food, the walk outside, there's pollution and things, right? The EMFs and Wi-Fi's and 5Gs in the air everywhere, right? It's all over. So what can we do? There are specific minerals and plants that help our body. The more we can be out in nature, that's wonderful. Getting some sunlight, those things are all great. Who's heard of grounding? That's a biofrequency. Okay. What does that mean? A lot of people are talking about now, go outside, get your bare feet on the ground, walk on the ground. Think about, how do you feel when you're walking on the beach? Pretty awesome, right? That's grounding. You're getting all the benefits of the magnetic force of the earth. And that's a biofrequency that has huge benefits for our body. We're seeing improvements in nervous system function, less inflammation, balancing all kinds of different things just from that. And that's one biofrequency. And that's great. Do that, please. Get out in nature, eat your vegetables, get those micronutrients in your body. However, what we've done here with Frequence specifically is a brand new technique where we've been able to combine 11 biofrequencies. One of them is the grounding one, along with several others to support all the systems of the body with incredible brain nutrients, micronutrients, adaptogenics for our body, aminos, and other things that our body needs, all in one very simple thing. I know you're like, what is this? What are we talking about? So this is a very specialized technique where we use a $700,000 electromagnetic machine to help charge the nutritional product with these 11 harmonic frequencies. So let me show you so you can get a little bit better understanding. I'm going to try not to go too much into all the physics and science because we would be here all day, but we will answer questions at the end, and whoever invited you here can help you get you more information if you need it. So you see this little metallic, I know it looks like a sticker, trust me, and you're like, okay, yeah, sure. Trust me, I know. We've all been there. It is not just a sticker, okay? This is actually made out of a special metallic material that is charged, like I said, charged with that very expensive machine for 48 hours. Just kind of like how a magnet never loses its magnetism. Basically, you have to melt it to get rid of it. That's how this is. It's not actually magnetic. It's not going to stick to metal things, but it does hold that charges ionized. It will hold these 11 harmonic biofrequencies that support our brain and our body. Like I said, one of those is the grounding frequency. There's several others for the body that support the different systems in the body and the brain. And one of those also helps to mitigate and block EMS. And yes, we have proof, scientific evidence proof, where if you get an EMF device where you can measure the EMFs coming off of a device, and then you use this little, we call it a medallion, or you can call it a metallic disc, whatever, and you bring it over and then you measure the EMF again, it's going to cut it down to less than half. And we also have a metallic straw that's the same thing. The metal has also been charged and does the same thing. So that's huge. And I have a really hilarious story where I had this little package over on my shelf and I'm doing my massage therapy. And my Alexa was being blocked by this. And I didn't even realize it for a while. I'm just thinking like, oh, it's the internet, whatever. Nope. I moved that away and it started functioning again. So it can definitely have it. That just shows the power of it, that it really is stronger than you might think. And because when I first, was trying this out, I didn't realize. And I was like, well, maybe it could. Well, yes, it was definitely having an effect. So that's just kind of an example. All right. So now that is the 11 biofrequency support of this. And that's what makes this so different from so many things out there. Who out there has tried so many other supplements and you've used, the mushroom coffees, and you've taken the multivitamins, and you've taken the minerals, and you've taken their probiotics, and you've taken the aminos. Anybody else out there? This one thing that costs like $2.80 a day, actually less depending on how you do it, has replaced more than five other supplements that I was utilizing before that I didn't feel the same benefits as I have with this. And my history is with autoimmune. I have autoimmune, Hashimoto's, thyroid issues, anxiety history, ADD. So I have used a lot of things, and I can say that this is the only thing that has gotten rid of the brain fog, the fatigue, the squirrel brain for me, and just has helped so much with the inflammation. But even better than that, I mean, that honestly, that's to me, that's like, that takes the cake, because just personally to function, I was in the past, even with taking all the vitamins, I was still needing about 4-ish cups of coffee to feel functional every day. Now I don't need that. That's the win for me. But now I'm seeing with my clients, as well as in my own, the lab results. We're seeing the lab results showing huge improvements in hormone balances, healthy thyroid, healthy liver, even cholesterol levels, blood sugar levels. Many of my clients are sharing how their A1C1 is lower than it's been in a very long time. All kinds of different things. So the proof is in the pudding. We are seeing these shifts happen. So I'm going to share a little bit about now. We have all that biofrequency support and these incredible micronutrients, aminos, adaptogenics, things that support hormone balance, help with inflammation, and brain health. A lot in here for the brain health. So we're going to go through a little bit of what's in here. I do want to touch on that quality is so, so important, right? We kind of know this, but a lot of times I think many people still just think it's on the shelf, it must be good quality. No, definitely the third-party testing is really, really important, especially I work with many clients that have autoimmune issues and things like that. Making sure there's not heavy metals is huge. Many things that might be a healthy food or supplement where it's processed can cause there to be aluminum, lead, mercury, and things like that. That's really, really important. The SQF, Halal, kosher, organic, and NSF is a very expensive certification to ensure the quality is so far beyond certified organic that Olympic athletes can utilize this. That's really important to understand because that's very rare to find. Quality is really important, especially when we're considering things that might have been sprayed with different chemicals, might have, pesticides, herbicides, where it was processed, how it was grown. Organic mushrooms, if the soil is not good, if you have pollutants and randomness, herbicides, pesticides in the soil, mushrooms soak up everything in their environment. They're very spongy. That's important to know when you are looking at any kind of supplements and things like that. What's in where it came from matters for if you're actually going to feel the benefits of that supplement or product. Soy-free, deep vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, those are all important organic mushrooms. So I want to make sure you guys see that. The the only thing that's not vegan, there is a collagen option that I'm going to get to towards the end. That one it is not, because collagen is the bovine collagen. Here you can see where it's available. We're just launching our Australia and New Zealand friends and UK friends. So excited for them. And we have been loving working with our US, Canada, Puerto Rico, and Guam friends as well. Just so excited to be able to help more people around the world with this incredible wellness support. This is just scratching the surface of some of the benefits. I mentioned a few of these things: mental performance, brain health, energy, clarity, creativity, motivation, concentration, alertness, and mood. And most people feel these kinds of benefits within about 15 to 30 minutes. Everyone is different though, so each person's going to feel it a little bit differently. I did, in about 15 minutes, I felt just this kind of light mental clarity, focus, calm mood, very clear, and just what we call a calm energy. I felt that personally, and most of my clients have also felt that. I also, when I found this early, this is just brand new, launched earlier this year, came out earlier this year. I was also really excited about how much brain health stuff is in here because my daughters have been recovering from concussions. So having something to help with their brains, I was really excited about, and I'll share about their results here in a little bit. I am so grateful that we found this as a mom, but not only for my health, but for my kids and seeing the results for my clients. I have just been so thankful for this. So I don't know why this is 9, but there are 7 adaptogenic mushrooms in here, very high quality. So I'm going to go through some of that. Chaga, high in antioxidants, helps with inflammation, really amazing for the immune system. Butylenic acid has some of those anti-carcinogenic properties. That's amazing. You're going to see some themes with that. That's going to come up a few times. Liver health and detoxification. Our liver needs all the help because it gets worn out. It gets tired and fatigued with all of our stress and junk foods and all the things going on. It works very hard and it needs all the support. Cordyceps, amazing for performance, stamina, the oxygen uptake, your endurance. This is good for respiratory health. Anybody else with asthma and allergies out there? Yes. Immune function helps fend off the germs and things, helps support the immune system. King trumpet, if you like information, this is a really good one to go look up. High in antioxidants, helps with oxidative stress. What's that? That's inflammation in our cells from all of our daily junk and stress and all the things. Cardiovascular health, and yes, cholesterol levels, and we're seeing the proof in the lab results. Contains compounds, again, that have some of those anti-carcinogenic property. Lion's mane, another great one to look up. This is known as the mental health mushroom, supports cognitive function, memory, focus, nervous system health, helps with that calm feeling. So this is going to support happy neurotransmitters that can help with anxiety and depression. And this is from a clinical study, all this information on here. Promotes neurogenesis, new brain cells. We need that, especially as we are not teenagers anymore. Our brain starts to get worn out as the years go by. And with stress and all the things, we need that. Reishi, immune system support, help support those white blood cells, liver health and detoxification again. Adaptogenic, this is going to go in the body where it's needed. It's also really good at helping us to manage stress and improve overall resilience. Shiitake, this one's very nutrient dense, full of vitamins and minerals, including B vitamins and selenium. Immune support, really, really good for that. The antimicrobial benefits are really great with that one. And again, has some of those anti-carcinogenic properties. Turkey tail, another great one to look up. So many studies on this one. Supports immune health, those natural killer cells, again, gut health, helps with digestive system, polysaccharopeptides, which are amazing with those anti-carcinogenic properties, okay, among many other things. And again, this is really just scratching the surface, but I want you guys to have an understanding of everything you're getting in this one very simple, delicious thing that you can mix in a bottle of water, okay? And there are 10 nootropics. These help the brain, adrenal system, and endocrine system, among other things. L-tyrosine, absolutely incredible for cognitive function, mental alertness, helps with mood. This is that calm, focused feeling, supports that. Helps with our neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine. Also, extra bonus, supports our endocrine system and healthy thyroid function. Does not conflict with thyroid medications, just like with any supplement, always recommended space out from taking other medications that you might be doing, usually recommended by a few hours. And that's how it is with pretty much any medications. Acetyl L-carnitine. This one is incredible for brain function, memory, energy production, metabolism of fats, extra bonus there, helps with our neuroprotective properties, preventing age-related cognitive decline. And again, that's from clinical studies. Acetyl L-carnitine also supports endocrine function and healthy thyroid balance. So really phenomenal. And people, these ones, you'll get them separately. Many functional medicine doctors and nutritionists and things that they will recommend that these, they're $50, $60 each to get them, and they're really large pills, things like this. A lot of these are recommended separately. So if you can get this all in one thing, that's really easy. I was so happy to find this for so many of my clients. Green coffee bean extract. This is specific because it helps so much with our insulin sensitivity. Also helps with that oxidative stress and inflammation. Great for helping curb some of those appetite control. Having that appetite control supports metabolism, helps balance blood sugar. That's really, really important. When we don't have balanced blood sugar, it affects all of our hormones. It's gonna affect energy. If you have that insulin resistance going on, it's gonna affect weight management, which is why that's in here. Helps our body process carbohydrates. So this is very rich in things that support all of those areas that we really, really need. This is a green coffee bean organic extract. So this is completely different than having a cup of coffee. Not the same. It's about as much caffeine as a cup of green tea, approximately. Very clean, completely different than anything else. Alpha GPC. And yes, I do use this with my children personally. They're not little, they're middle school level, but I give them a half dose of this supplement so that it's not like too strong, but it's been phenomenal. Alpha GPC, amazing for cognitive function and memory, supports production of acetylcholine, neurotransmitters for memory and learning, helps with that age-related cognitive decline. L-theanine, this is another amino that's often recommended by naturopathic doctors and other practitioners. It helps with relaxing, helps with that stress relief, but it's not going to put you to sleep. It's that calm focus again, enhancing the alpha brain waves, the relaxed alertness. Phosphatidylserine, this one is cognitive function, memory. Many clinical studies on this for older adults, healthy brain cells and neurotransmitters. We want those happy neurotransmitters. That's huge. Improving attention, concentration, and processing speed. Huperzine, again, if you like information, go look up the clinical studies on this. It is mind-blowing. This is an extract from an Asian moss. that helps with our acetylcholine balance, enhancing cognitive function and memory. Many clinical studies showing it helps with age-related cognitive decline, specifically Alzheimer's. This is just mind-blowing how incredible this is. Neuroplasticity, and brain health. Black pepper extract is predominantly for absorption that helps the bioavailability of these other things. It's a very small amount. It also is known to help anti-inflammation, antioxidant properties, and supports healthy digestive system. So that's all in one simple thing. Absolutely incredible. And like I mentioned, the grounding before, people will pay hundreds of dollars for one bracelet or bed sheets or shoes that have the one biofrequency. That's hundreds of dollars for one biofrequency. This has 11 biofrequencies supporting the brain and the body, and all of these nootropics and adaptogenics that honestly, if you went to get those things separately, you'd be spending hundreds, 300, maybe more. So you're getting all of those benefits in one simple thing. That's about $2.80 a day. Here's a couple of examples. Obviously, you can see the improvement in inflammation here. So much help with the inflammation. If you ever get a chance to talk to Jackie, she's incredible, and her story will bring you to tears. So much of her story is also with helping with anxiety and other things. It's absolutely incredible to see how much better she is feeling in almost every way. This is not made to be a weight loss supplement. However, a lot of people are seeing that as an added benefit because of the blood sugar balance, the hormone balance, all these helping with the inflammation, all of those things. So that could be a potential extra happy side effect. Okay, I do want to have someone share their story really quick. KeriAnn, you still here? Would you share a little bit of your story and what has helped you with the rise? And I think you use the source as well.
Yes. Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is KeriAnn. I actually use everything with the exception of the relief cream. So if I don't have to use it, I don't use it, which that's a good thing, but I do use everything else. Um, so what it's done for me, I will tell you, I was re-diagnosed with cancer back in July of last year, and I've been on some different treatment plans to try to combat um, the return of this lovely parasite in my soul. And I was doing, watching what I was eating. I became very in tune with a lot of holistic herbal medicines to help combat this in conjunction with the chemotherapy that I do, in fact, receive. Um, I have, when being re-diagnosed, I actually have metastatic breast cancer. My first diagnosis in 2017 was just with regular breast cancer that I beat, and I was 6.5 years in the clear. And then voila, last July, I get the lovely news of it having come back in the same exact area. And in this time, it graced me with its presence in my bones. So with that, I kind of took a different path on the holistic side and really started to research how I can combat this so I can beat it a second time and the final time. So when doing that, I was taking a lot of the supplements and the vitamins that are in fact in this one very powerful drink in combination with the source. Um, and I spent a lot of money, a lot of money on a lot of different vitamins. Turkey tail and lion's mane are two of the main components in this that helped me out a lot because those two have a lot of powerful ingredients in those mushrooms that help with cancer fighting um, cells. So I was taking those as supplements in addition to um, when I started my chemo on this round of cancer, I had really, really bad neuropathy, very, very bad neuropathy. That I was actually on 1,200 milligrams of gabapentin. I started this journey with Frequence on April 26th. Had a went and met my girlfriend who introduced me to this product, and we cheers to our very first drink together. And I can tell you the effects of this has been absolutely mind-blowing. I started with the rise because I was going through chemo and everything. Um, she wanted me just to start with the rise first, just to make sure that there was no issues. And then, and about 4 or 5 days after starting the rise, I then incorporated the source into my rise, because you can put the source directly into the rise. There's no taste to the source, so it's not gonna, take away from the taste of the rise, which tastes great, by the way. But after about 2 weeks of taking this combination, I had zero neuropathy. It was completely gone. I got rid of my 1,200 milligrams of gabapentin, which the maximum dose for any human, doesn't matter their girth, their age, their gender, nothing. The maximum size that any human on earth can get a gabapentin is 1,400 milligrams, and I was on 1,200. And it was doing absolutely nothing for me. I still had pain. I still had a lot of numbness and tingling in my hands, as well as my calves, all the way down to my feet. It was very difficult for me to sleep at night. So when this happened for me, that was the light bulb. Like, that was it. I got rid of over 14 different supplements that I was actually taking on a daily basis, in conjunction with the 300 milligram tablets of gabapentin. So it was just to get rid of all of those, with the exception of two that I still now I take, because, you know, as many times as I say it, hopefully one day Barb and Dave will actually hear me and put them in there, and then I don't have to buy these two. But I do still have two supplements that I do in fact take, but I can tell you it has been a godsend to just have to drink one drink every day. Now, what I have done for me on my trek with my cancer journey is, I use the face, and I use the zinc. The zinc helps me sleep at night because, with chemo, you get a lot of puffiness, and you get a lot of chemo brain, kind of like mom brain after pregnancy, or fog brain, just because, over time you develop that. I had chemo brain because I would go to chemo 2 weeks on, 1 week off. So it helps me focus. It lifts that fog. I've lost all the inflammation, because when you are on chemo, you will see, if you look around, you can figure out who's on chemo. Clearly, majority of us don't have hair. But you also see puffiness in a lot of chemo patients, because we tend to build up fluid when we're on chemo. So it does a lot to our physique when we are on chemo. And I can tell you that I have lost all the inflammation in my body. I have lost the dark circles under my eyes. I can think more clearly during the day. I do still work 45 to 60 hours a week, doing my job every single day. I'm on call all the time, so I get woken up in the middle of the night. But I could tell you, on my sync, I could go right back to sleep after I take that call and fix somebody's problem. And it literally has been life changing for me. So life changing that I used all of these products with the addition of soursop and B17. And I can tell you, I just recently had a PET scan this past Tuesday, and I know chemo has a tiny bit to do with this, but I'm going to contribute a lot of what I'm about to tell everyone to everything else that I'm doing in conjunction with chemo, because chemo is the only big pharma med that I am on battling this cancer. Everything else is frequency, as well as the two additional supplements that I take. And I can tell you, my PET scan, I had a PET scan in February, had 18 spots in my body where cancer was living, in my bones, in my areas. I had another PET scan September 10th, and I had 6 areas and spots in and around my body and my bones. I recently had the PET scan on Tuesday of this week. There's not 1 ounce of detectable cancer in my body, including the tumor in my breast. So, yes, I can say a slight bit of that is contributed to the chemo, but I can assure you everything else that I'm feeling is from frequency, without a doubt, 100%. And the fact, when I went there on Thursday to meet with my doctor and we looked at this together, and she basically stated that, yep, there's nothing detected. And she followed it up with, you're probably the only person that's on, and I can barely pronounce the name, but I want to say it's Nazuvimab or something like that. Whatever the name of my chemo is, I'm the only one that's actually growing hair with this. And I have sprouts. And it's because I take my zinc every single night with my collagen. So, as much as I love not having to shave any other body part, I like to have hair. So the fact that this is growing back, I am perfectly fine and happy with. But she did point that out, that I would be the only one that they have ever come across being on chemo and growing my hair back, because that's unheard of. So if anyone else has any other questions as to what else I'm doing, which is just a few other little trinkets, I can assure you probably 85% of what I'm feeling and what is going on with me is 1000% contributed to Frequence and their products.
Well, thank you so much. Your story is so powerful. I think it's going to help so many people. Yes. And with the hair, the zinc, with the collagen and stuff, but the minerals, the source also is helping. So yes, yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, we are gonna finish up with just a couple more quick things, couple minutes, and I have one more person who will share for a minute. So let me go back to this really quick. Okay, I do want to touch on, she mentioned the zinc. So this is focused for sleep and stress relief. This has your two different types of collagen, helping your hair, skin, nails, as well as joint health, your ligaments, muscles, all that stuff. We need support with that, especially if you're not 20 anymore. You probably need some of that support. Are two different types of magnesium glycinate and threonate, that help with stress, sleep, also known to help with bone health, muscles, even blood sugar balance, all of that. Our GABA, which is an amino that helps calm down the brain, helps with inflammation, that calm, relaxed feeling, helps with like the racing thoughts and all of that. And I think might be, oh yeah, the CBD and CBN, I believe it is. Yeah, CBD, CBN, which helps with obviously stress, inflammation, all those kinds of things. This is a liquid. So this one is more like a honey consistency, berry flavored. You can take it straight out of these little packets, or I like to mix it in my evening cup of chamomile tea. So you can use it however you like. I've seen people drizzle it on yogurt or oatmeal or whatever. Here is what we have in there. Amazing. So with stress, if you have a tendency to get really overwhelmed and just like, most people use like a half a packet to just help kind of bring that nervous system down a little bit, calm that down. And then a whole packet for sleep, about 15 to 20 minutes before sleep. Most people feel it pretty quickly. Everyone, of course, is a little bit different. So I can take a whole packet in the middle of the day if I'm really stressed out, and it will not put me to sleep. Other people will say it will put me to sleep. So everyone's a little bit different, but really works amazing. I will not go through all of the nitty gritty because we will be here all day, but pretty straightforward. And you can see same quality standards, bovine collagen, peptides, all those same quality standards, and you still get the 11 biofrequency support with all of these. Okay. And the minerals, this one is your bread and butter. Okay. So your rise, the first one I shared about with all those adaptogenics and everything, the mushrooms and all that, that is your bread. This is your butter. Okay. They are best friends. These two work together. So this one's going to bring you all your mineral support. We need that potassium, magnesium, zinc, calcium, some iron as well, our chromium. We'll get to that in a second. And again, those 11 biofrequencies. It is this dark color because it has this fulvic mineral in it. Yes, and that's important. It's a natural mineral that helps bring the junk out of the body, helps flush out the junk, and then we're replenishing with all the good stuff to give you all your electrolytes, support bone health, digestive system, even hormones, blood sugar. You can see here some of the antioxidants support pH balance. These minerals and the fulvic put this to be very alkaline. Our body needs to be alkaline to fend things off, to have a healthy immune system. Disease loves an acidic environment, loves sugars, loves all of that. An alkaline environment, disease cannot survive. Basically, it really struggles. So this is going to aid support our digestion, skin health. You're going to get all your electrolytes, gut health, and getting the junk out. You want to use this with a lot of water, or put it in with your rise drink with a lot of water. The full dose is 2 droppers. It usually works phenomenal for everyone. Everyone is slightly different, so you might vary it depending on what you have going on. But you're going to get all your electrolytes, all these minerals. Again, I'm not going to go super in depth. Your C minerals and everything. I do want to touch on the chromium really quick because that also supports blood sugar. Like I said, that's really, really important. So we want to know that. Even there's selenium as well. Lots of incredible mineral support. Super quick for just a second. We do have a couple of CBD options. Again, these have your 11 biofrequencies. For this potency and quantity and quality of CBD products out there on the market, you're going to spend about $200 or more for each of these. But you are getting these for half of that cost, and you're getting the benefits of the 11 biofrequencies and the grounding benefits. Lots of amazing botanicals in here. I won't go through all of that. This one's just a sublingual, very simple coconut oil and the CBD, CBG. No THC. This is very clean, very high quality. Again, same quality standards, tested for heavy metals and everything. This one is a topical for your muscle joint relief. Really, really amazing. I use it with my massage therapy clients. Tons of incredible botanicals in here. Again, I won't go through all the nitty-gritty because we would be here all day, but you can see no THC, all of the amazing benefits of CBD, CBG, things like peppermint, lemon, rosemary, so on and so forth. Okay. We won't stay here all day. We can always come back if anyone has questions later. I do want to touch on this face really, really quick because this is just a really fun botanical, hydrating, moisturizing, helps with the fine lines. You're getting your hyaluronic acid, collagen peptides. Everyone needs some hydration, right? But the results are absolutely mind-blowing. Look at this in 3 days, and I've met this guy, so this is real, this is legit. Trace, in 3 days. Look at those results. In 2 months, so, everyone is different, right? So, some people it's a little bit longer, some people it's a little shorter. I mean, she looks like she had work done. This is incredible with Cheryl. And then, let's see if I can get this to like me here. We see here also some results with the fine lines and everything, helps with the inflammation. We've got great circulation going on there. You can just see the difference. The hydration, all of that, really, really incredible. And the stories just go on and on, but amazing, very simple and easy. And this is a lot less cost than your average, very similar moisturizer that has all like natural, all these incredible botanicals and things like that in there. You can see all of that, so much more. I don't have time to explain all of them. You're gonna spend over $100 to get something comparable on the market, especially to have it to be natural, and you're still getting those 11 biofrequencies, the charged element to it, which is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so I wanna make sure that we answer everyone's questions, get you all the information you need. If you're catching the replay, make sure you connect with whoever sent this to you so you can get the information you need and figure out the best way to get started. But I hope this really helps you today, and I look forward to talking to you soon.